How do museum visitors at the Met experience art? This is the guiding question which led me through my field research at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, Fifth Avenue. To answer it, I visited the museum on a rainy Tuesday and a sunny Sunday afternoon and observed and engaged with museum goers. I found that, particularly on the weekend, the experience began outside the museum itself, on the bustling stone steps. People were taking photos, exchanging plans about buying tickets, and eating hot dogs and halal from carts lining the street before making their way inside the bustling entrance hall. The museum was overall more crowded on the weekend, which led me to consider how other people influence individual visitors' relationships with art. I found that experiencing art at the Met seemed to be a very communal undertaking. People discussed art, pointed pieces out to loved ones, and even asked other people to photograph them with artworks if they were visiting alone. Photography also seems to be a big part of this experience. My initial inspiration for this ethnography was a Susan Sontag essay in which she criticizes the effect of photography on tourism. However, through my research, I have found photography to be one of the main ways in which people interact with art at the Met. This is interesting considering that people also seem to display a preference for sculpture and painting over other kinds of art, like photography, ceramics, tapestry, furniture, etc. My study showed that the layout and design of the museum itself, which is to say the wings and galleries where art is housed, also affected the experience. Bigger, more open spaces encouraged people to linger and talk, whereas smaller spaces encouraged movement and a generally quieter atmosphere. I heard many languages spoken during my site visits, and I discovered that many people display an interest in art that is connected to their culture or heritage. I heard many Asian languages spoken in the Asian art section, and lots of European languages spoken in those sections. Though those interests certainly aren't exclusive, as all areas of the museum were diversely populated. However, not all areas of the museum were equally as busy, even accounting for disparities between weekends and weekdays. The American wing, European sculpture and decorative arts wing, and Greek and Roman arts wings were some of the busiest wings, while the modern and contemporary art and Asian art wings had fewer visitors. Most visitors moved slowly throughout the museum, occasionally pausing to inspect something more closely. However, people engaged in a number of different activities within the Met, allowing them to experience the art in different ways. As previously mentioned, many people were taking cell phone photos, but some also listened to music, used audio guides, or even worked on laptop computers. Many people also create art of their own inside the museum, sketching in front of various artworks. Some do this individually, but there are also classes led by instructors who provide feedback and assistance. One such instructor, Anna Levy, describes how she and her students do this.
At the Met, so it's sort of like a guided drawing class inspired by certain exhibits. So each week we'll go to a different exhibit, and there's a specific lesson plan that I'll prepare around just drawing techniques. And so the museum classes are really great because there's an opportunity to do a demo, a warm-up, and like a guided exercise, and then to kind of let people loose and really just get to draw in such a beautiful space. So.
Furthermore, many people completed their experience by buying art. Both in the Met store and outside the museum, people shopped for a piece of their experience to take home with them.